Right, guys, hello and welcome to another episode of Higurashi. Last time, the final showdown's happening. Takano side's kind of outplaying us, to be honest, but we got the power of some, like, omnipotent god or something giving us cheat, like, some walkthrough shit, so. As per usual, they need a cheat to beat Takano, but it is what it is. Let's continue. Brace myself and close my eyes as the sound of gunshots slice through the air. Of course I can't dodge bullets. All it takes is for the bullet to strike somewhere on my body, and then it's only a matter of time until death arrives. Is this what death feels like? Just like before, suddenly being hit by intense pain, weight, and sluggishness, and then falling to the ground? Or maybe my consciousness suddenly cuts off like a TV being switched off? I've never died before, so how could I know? This is Keiichi, I think, talking. Little does he know, he's died a lot. And yet, this time just before death feels so long, so quiet. I can't hear anything. I can't see anything. Oh, of course, it's because my eyes are closed. And so, somehow I managed to open my eyes. Oh my god, time stopped again, man. They're pulling a Minagoroshi. For a moment, I couldn't quite understand the scene I was witnessing. Though, I'm pretty confident that it won't hit as hard as Minagoroshi. I'm not about to cry again. Takano was standing right in front of me, holding a handgun with a triumphant smile on her face. The mountain gods were surrounding me, and just a few dozen centimeters from my eyes I could see a silver bullet floating in the air. What is this? It was like watching a movie and time froze because the projector broke. No, it actually stopped. I struggled to move my body, but it wouldn't budge. Budge, not bulge. Just like everything else around me, my body remained firmly fixed in place. So, once time starts moving again, this bullet right in front of me is going to take my life? At last, I remembered. I'm certain that I experienced the same phenomenon in some other world. And Takano was my adversary back then, too. I was trying to steal a car and battling against the mountain gods with the other club members. The moment we launched our simultaneous attack, I was shot by Takano, who we had failed to even notice. Don't flash back to Minagoroshi. Trying to give me PTSD, man.
高野さんだ。高野さんが撃ったの？圭一君を？
In the frozen world, Takano was smiling, still aiming her gun at Keiichi. Takano had been watching us from the van this whole time. She came out and fired her gun, knowing that we hadn't seen her at all.
そっか、なるほどな。やっぱり黒幕は高野さんだったんだな。
どうしよう。ケイちゃん、なんとか体をひねってかわせないんですか？
バカ、無理な弾丸だって止まるくらいに全てが止まってるんだぞ。俺だって動けるわけがねえだろ。なら
時間が動き出すのと一緒に上半身をそらすんですの。
Pull a Neo.
そうすれば少しでも違うかもしれませんわよ。
Everyone was desperate to save Keiichi. However, no matter how hard we thought, we couldn't come up with any ideas to save him from the bullet. We were so desperate that Keiichi started to laugh. So that's it. In the end, the situation's no different from back then. And I'm going to die right here. Just like this. Nope. We got god hats, baby.
諦める？
Suddenly, I heard a voice. It felt extremely familiar. It was her
圭
voice.
一、ここであなたは諦めるの？
What are we supposed to do, man? And then the source of that voice revealed itself right before my eyes. Omniversal Rika. There she is. Hanyu really was gone the whole time, huh? Unlucky.
答えて圭一。あなたは ここで諦めることができるの？大切な友達を守れず、あなたを信じてくれた人たちにも応えられず、
そんなこと言ったって。
I suddenly cursed faint-heartedly. No matter how hard I tried, my entire body was unable to move, so what did she expect me to do in a situation like this?
俺だってこんなところで諦めたくない。みんなのことを守れずに死ぬなんてあっぴらごめんだけど、体が動かない。
動かないのはそう思っているから。あの時もあなたはそう言って諦めてしまった。違う。
そうは言っても全身ピクリとも動かないんだぞ。これでどうしろって言うんだ。
全身。
Well, your mind's move. Actually, your eyes kind of move too, because you can look around, right?
嘘よ。じゃああなたのその目は、
Hey, I said that.
その口は、
Yeah, they can talk too.
その耳は、
The ears aren't really moving, but yeah, I get the point.
頭と心は
I don't know
ま
about
だ
that.
動いているじゃないの。それにその赤い血は今もあなたの全身を駆け巡っているはずでしょ。
Can you just like deflect the bullet, or maybe that's only the Hanyu? Only Hanyu can do that.
それは
Like last time.
それが動いているのはあなたの意志の力。生きたいと願い、誰かを守りたいと願う。優しくて、だったら強く願って。
Wish harder, bro.
もっと強く、たけだけしく、目の前の敵を倒し、大切な仲間たちを守りたいと。その五臓六腑と手足、指の先にまで命令して。運命など幻想、神の力など無力。サイコロの目を決めるのは天でも神でもましてや偶然でもない。それはあなたの意志、すべてを打ち破り貫こうとする誰にも負けない意志の力なのよ。
Alright. I suddenly sensed a hint of strength in my fingertips and the base of my feet. My heart was burning hot and beating strong. I could feel the blood coursing through my whole body. That's right. Not yet. It's not over yet. It can't end yet. I can't let it end like this.
前原圭一、あなたは誰よりも罪深く、そしてそれゆえに高潔で優しさを貫こうと志す強き心の人。
Listen, that might be an overstatement. I'm sure there are worse people out there, okay?
岐路があって、
Even
そ
in
こ
this
に奇跡
village,
は
let's
確
be
かにあった
honest.
かもしれないけど、それを乗り越え壁を打ち破ってきたのはあなたの力なのよ。だから負けないで、立って、さあ立ち上がって。
Rise up.
そして運命が人の意志よりも脆くて儚いことをあの時のようにこの私に見せて。圭一、
Boom. My thoughts ceased for a moment, like I was denying what was right in front of me. Impossible. That's impossible. I could smell the smoke from the muzzle of my gun. So I did fire a shot, with this gun pointed straight at Teiichi Maebara. Rare talk in OPOV. It was only a few meters away. I had aimed straight between his eyebrows, intending to be merciful and at least let him die without suffering. And yet, the bullet had struck the stone pavement far behind him.
外した。なんで？
Sorry. Unlike you, I got some outer dimensional friends with me. Ichi was directly in front of me when I held the gun up, I'm certain of it. And yet how? He was lying on the cobblestone with his upper body twisted to the side as if he dodged the bullet. What happened? Maybe I got too excited and was in a trance? Just then, Keiichi took that momentary lack of action as a chance to rush forward while letting out a war cry. Witnessing that made me unsettled for a moment, but I quickly regained my composure and aimed my gun once again toward the brave but foolish boy who had no regard for my advantage here. However, the trigger suddenly gave a hard resistance and wouldn't budge. I turned my gaze downward and gasped when I saw the shell casing for the bullet I just fired was caught in the ejection chamber, jamming the slide mechanism. Truly unlucky. Yo, where's the dodge, bro? She's about to tackle my girl! He moved faster than I could react. Keiichi ran up to me without any hesitation and delivered a blow to my face with the weight of his entire body behind it. I swear, aren't there like 2 mountain gods right beside her? What are they doing, man? Never having been in a proper fight before, I was unable to prepare myself for it. I let out a miserable scream as it struck me, then fell to the ground on the spot. No. Can't punch Tatano, man. Intense pain ran through me as a large volume of blood erupted from my mouth and nose. He hit me? This guy hit me in the face? How could you? How dare you? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, what are the dogs doing, man? Well, the soldiers were watching in bewilderment finally came to their senses after receiving a direct order, then quickly swapped their stun guns with ones carrying live ammo. However, there's one person who took immediate action, not wanting to waste that momentary opening. Satoko? It was Satoko. She moved toward a soldier with cat-like agility and snatched a silver tube-like object attached to his belt, then... Flash grenade? Satoko slammed it on the ground without a moment of hesitation. That instant, the surrounding area was enveloped in a dazzling flash. Get flashbang, bro. As per usual, Dodgy is doing nothing. It happened so suddenly, there's no way to stop it. All the soldiers, myself included, were directly hit by the light, and the pain and dizzying vision had us spinning wildly. It wasn't until I could make out Satoko's voice in my muffled hearing that I realized she activated a flash grenade. She's all tuckered out, man. I could see Keiichi and the others fleeing to the far end of the shrine grounds behind my hazy vision, warped with indescribable colors, so I shouted out an order. But sadly, all the soldiers had suffered a direct hit from the flash. They couldn't even stand, much less move around. And needless to say, shooting was utterly impossible with their eyes in that condition. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Sequence of unforeseen coincidences, and a moment of carelessness gave them an opportunity to completely turn the situation around. What a disgrace. Filled with pain and nausea, I wildly opened my eyes, and just then, as if to cut off my view of Keiichi and the others' bats as they ran away, she was standing right there. When that figure faintly came into view, I was completely startled, because it was Rika Furude, even though I'm certain she was running away with Keiichi. Why does she look so cursed right now? That's not the Rika eyes. That shit's red. It's kind of like Burn Castle eyes, but it's like red.
あなたの強い意志は本当に大したものだけど、あなたのその魂は全てを飲み込むしかできない孤独の。それでも戦う身の程を超えて高きを望んで 何も手に入れることがなくなった今でも。
当たり前よ。あんただけは
Based.
絶対に幸せにさせてたまるものか。
That's my number one hater.
私は私の力で運命を切り開いてきたのよ。だから私はあんたの存在だけは絶対に認めない。
なら戦いましょう。あなたの気の済むまで。でも私はあなたには負けない。
When I rubbed my eyes, her figure disappeared just like Keiichi and the others. What the hell? Was that really a person or was it... Nobody knows. We're out of here though.
私の歩幅に合わせて足跡をしっかり踏んでくださいませ。
Oh my god, we're getting to Trap Mountain. Oh, it's actually GG. That's unlucky. They lost their lead and now we got the extreme territory buff. It's over. Satoto ran along the mountain trail at a brisk pace, guiding Rita-chan and me. The mountains behind the Furude Shrine were Satoto's home turf, so of course she had no hesitation as she led the way. And what's more, this trail was apparently the culmination of Satoto's trap work, so the screams and gunshots of the mountain dogs pursuing us quickly diminished, and before long we couldn't hear them at all. Even looking around a bit, the ropes and logs scattered here and there were well camouflaged by the foliage. What would happen if these things activated? Just imagining her saying, "No mercy," sent a chill down my back.
ちょっとケイチさん、よそ見は禁物ですわ。私の踏んだところ以外は絶対に足を入れてはダメですわよ。
It's literally booby trapped out of the wazoo.
それと木の幹にも触らないように。
了解。
Somehow, Satoto looked completely full of life since we got here. Still, it's reliable to have her at her side, so I welcome it. On the other hand, Rika-chan... She must have misstepped while looking down because Rika-chan stumbled on a rock and fell to the ground. And her face twisted in pain as she remained on the ground like she hit her knee on something.
Rika-chan!
I carefully picked Rika-chan up and sat her down on an empty section of the ground. She must have cut her knee on a stone or something because it was bleeding.
痛いのです。
サトコ、絆創膏持ってないか？
私はさっきまで人質でしたわ
Yeah,
よ。
it's a little unreasonable.
一つだけならございますけど。
Alright, at least she has one. Always carry a bandage. Satoto wiped the dirt away with the handkerchief as she said that, then passed it on. It would be really nice to pour some disinfectant or water on it, but that's a luxury we can't afford at this moment. Satoto and I took a breath and then stood up once again.
さあ、急ぎますわよ。もう少し進めば一番のトラップで待ち伏せができますわ。
The ultimate trap.
立てるか？で、リカちゃん？
です。
なんだって？
もういいのです。僕はもうここで。
Why? What happened to the motivation? Then Rita-chan let go of my hand, squatted down on her knees, and buried her face. Her eyes were hollow, and I couldn't sense any of the vitality I felt back when she was confronting Takano.
何言ってるんだ、リカちゃん。
Yeah, what's happening here?
こんなところにいても、あいつらに捕まって殺されるだけだろう。
圭一と聡子だけこの先に進んでください。僕がここに残ればちょうど時間稼ぎになっていいのです。バカなこと言ったら承知しませんわよ、リカ。あなたを置いて私たちだけ逃げろだなんて冗談ではありませんわ。もう放っておいてくださいなのです。僕のことは構わずに。もうそんなことができるなら私だって進んで人質になったりはしませんことよ。さあ立って早く。じゃあ げたらどうなるのですか？このまま逃げて僕たちに何があるのですか？
I don't know why she's being so negative right now. We literally got out of the worst case scenario and it's turning around really well. We're literally in Trap Mountain. What are they gonna do, man? Rika-chan shook her head and looked back at us as huge tears ran down her face.
リカちゃん、
僕は頑張りました。みんなを救いたい。今度こそ幸せな時間を手に入れるんだって。いろんなものを信じて、もう一度だけ信じてみようと。そしてやっともしかしたらって希望を持ったところだったのに、みんな打ち砕かれてしまったのです。僕の目の前で。やっぱり今度もダメだったのです。リカ、みんなもうすぐ死んで
This
しま
is
いま
just
す。
classic Rita, man. She's always a Debbie Downer sometimes.
泣き症状を発症して村人全員一人残らず。
Okay, that was pretty bad, but I'm pretty sure the police got that handled.
もう止められないのです。
I kind of forgot about that plot
どう
point.
しようもないのです。みんなを守れる最善を尽くしたつもりだったのに、敵はそれ
Rita
以
needs
上
her
をやって
own
しまいました。
Outerverse Rita to buffer, man.
そんな中で僕たちだけが生き残って、一体何がどうなるっていうのですか？
Rika-chan screamed and cried out the words she'd been holding back until now. All we could do was stand there and listen quietly. It was a deep, sorrowful despair that Rika-chan alone could understand. Resentment and resignation for having lived through the same periods hundreds of thousands of times, expecting, hoping, and trying, only to keep receiving despair that trumped it all. It's easy to simply pity her, because we don't have to truly understand the meaning of her sorrow. But I'm sure there's only one person who can understand that feeling.
僕はリカになんて謝れば。
リカちゃん、
Well, that utterance had me feeling uncomfortable. Rita-chan wants to apologize to Rita. I guess it's like the OG Rita, because whenever Rita jumps, she kind of just takes over that Rita's like mind. No matter how confused she's been, Rita has never referred to herself in the third person. And what would apologizing to yourself even mean? No, wait. Is there something important that I'm forgetting? I could hear human voices coming from the path we just came from. There should have been traps in front of here that they wouldn't have been able to easily escape from, but it's a different story if they weren't coming alone. There's not much time left.
話は後だ。まずは生き残ることを考えよう。
だから生き残ってみんなと楽しく過ごすことが僕の幸せでした。そのみんながいないのです。いなくなってしまったのですよ。結局僕たちはこの運命から逃れられなかった。たくさんの人を巻き込んで、みんな僕のせいで。結局僕はみんなを不幸にして、リカが死ぬ運命を見守るだけの存在なのです。
Is this Hanyu? What is this Hanyu? Tao.
リカ、いい加減にしてくださいまし。
Kinda sounded like Hanyu there. Well, like, maybe not. I don't know what's happening, to be honest. Let's just let it play out. With her hand now on her red cheek, Rita-chan continues sobbing but looked up in shock. It's Satoko Slapperoo. Satoko looked down at Rita-chan after slapping her, and with tears in her eyes as well, she looked straight at Rita-chan and spoke.
あなた、もう私に言ったことをお忘れですの？鉄平と戦って傷だらけになっても立ち上がって 私に勇気と誇りをくれたあなたはどこに行ったのです？
It would kind of make sense if it was Hanyu, just because of the whole time stop thing, because I'm pretty sure Hanyu did that before last time too, right?
あの時のリカはこんな風に泣き言を言って拗ねたりはしませんでしたわ。
Flashback.
ずっと僕は貞子を助けることができないって諦めていました。でも今は違いますのです。意志の強さがあれば運命なんて関係ない。袋小路だって突破できるはず。そしてその意志に基づく行動が全てを開く。その証拠をあなたに見せてあげますです。僕が今ここで。それともあの時あんなことを
I
言え
really
た
like
のは
this Satoko
あなたの
face.
心に余裕があったからですの？
The crying face.
私を憐れんで私よりも優位な立場だか
But
ら
not
言え
like
た
the
きれい
sad
ご
one.
と。
It's like the piss or holding back tears face. I guess that's a better way to describe it.
だとしたら私はあなたを許さない。絶対許さない。思い出してくださいましリカ。閉じた心の私に希望を見せてくれて闇の中から引きずり出してくれたあなたの気高い強さを。そしてこんな圧倒的不利の中私を救いにやってきてくれたその優しさを。あなたはそんな人じゃない。フルでリカは私が一番大切な、そして一番誇りに思える友達なのです。だからもっと生きるためにあがいてごらんなさいませ。今度は私があなたを導く番ですわ。さあ。
Vigorously. And with a firm, sincere heart, Satoko reached her hand out. Satoko Hojo, who always hid in the shadows of others, and ran from the cold treatment the villagers gave her. He used to shrink back, afraid of violence. That old Satoko is long gone. Right here, right in front of Rita-chan and me, our irreplaceable friend was reborn, full of pride and courage. Woohoo. She's evolved. Rita-chan timidly held out her hand, and then Satoko firmly grasped it and tried to pull her up, but the grief and difference in body weight caused her to stagger backwards. Damn, calling Rita fat? I grabbed the two of them and held them tight to support them.
ケイチ。
いけるな、リカちゃん。サトコも。
Rita-chan raised her head and opened her eyes, which had finally regained their luster, and then vigorously nodded. Satoko flashed her a peace sign with her hand while holding her tight in the other hand.
誰に物をおっしゃっているんですの？この先は圭一さんでも地獄へ簡単に送って差し上げる超永久のステキトラップが目白押しでございますわよ。
よーし、ならばサトコ、その芸術作を存分に披露してみせてやれ。
Woohoo! The true terror of Trap Mountain.
はいはい。別動隊は沈黙して撤退した様子です。これから10分以内に神社の裏山に回って R の確保を。
Alright, reinforcements are coming.
私もそちらへ。ええ、それはご心配なく。早急に全兵力を高場に上げて安全エリアへと移動します。
Otonori was half sick of his commanding officer's hysterics on the other end of the receiver, but he remained calm and responded like a proper court servant. He felt a bit uncomfortable that this unexpectedly great resistance had withdrawn so easily, but he figured they were getting their equipment in order and so hurried down the road to the shrine as ordered. The squads divided into their respective vans, then continued down the mountain road where R and her friends were hiding. The intent was to strategically surround them and smoke them out.
隊長、前半作戦開始位置に到着しました。
さすがに展開が早いぜ。サンサー、全般にありがたい訓示を頼みます。
高野よ、R だけは生かして捕らえること。他は殺してしまっても構わないわ。この山から逃がしてはダメ。この山で今日の戦いすべてに決着をつけるのよ。
ウグイス、ヒバリ、白鷺、山狩りを開始しろ。大鳥はゴールキーパーで予備兵力を務める。緊急展開が可能なように常時待機しろ。
大鳥セブン、了解。
さあ、追っ始めろ。
Yay. The mounted dots started marching, spreading out in a line with a few meters between them. This mountainside was a savage land where not even the villagers would dare tread. There were some trails, but no paved roads for human beings. It required an enormous amount of diligence and patience to hunt on a mountain like this. All the Dodds were very nervous. Though the enemies were just children, the initial advance team was allegedly silenced by an unknown number of traps, and given their terrain advantage, it would be tough from the start.
お待たせしやした。とりあえず配置は完了。あとはいぶされて出てくるのを待つのみです。
おこのぎ、山狩りってのは普通どのくらいの人数がいるの？
一概には言えませんが、多ければ多いほどいいでしょうな。山犬の人数じゃ全員集めても全く足りません。
A large area.
でも向こうも少人数なんだから、そう不利な条件じゃないでしょう。
Well, the smaller they are, the harder to get them in the mountain, right?
よく言うじゃない。守備を崩すには3倍の兵力がいるって。こっちはさらにその倍以上いるんだから。
True, but it's not really a traditional siege. Because in a siege, it's like they're in a set place. Well, this one, it's like a way larger area.
まあ、数万の兵力の場合ならそういう
And yeah,
数式になる
the
でしょう。
scope of the participants, right?
密林や山岳地といった局地戦ではそう
Yeah.
はいきませんね。
Otherwise, just, the US would have just stomped Nam.
歴史の教科書。そいつ、
なら今回の山狩り、おこのぎはどれだけの兵力がいると見てるの？
何でもありってことでですか？
何でもありって意味がわからないけど、どのくらいが適正な兵力なの？
Whatever we can send.
3名とはいえ、進む道に
And I guess this time's different because we don't have. I'm sure cavalry is arriving soon, but it is only 3 right now. We don't have the full squad here to help out.
しかも、急ごしらえじゃない徹底したやつだ。実際の人数以上の働きをすると考えた方がいいでしょう。
Yeah, fair enough.
それは認めるけど、所詮子供でしょ？
Yeah, but they're kind of crazy. You've witnessed that firsthand.
確かにそうですが、多分ここに逃げ込んだからには、彼らの血のりが十分な子供一人は、よく訓練された強襲偵察隊一個班に匹敵しますので、三佐が考えてますより相当厄介な相手ですわ。
それを制圧するのにどの程度の兵力が必要だっていうの？
山岳歩兵が一個師団。ああ、師団ってのは山犬が3つ。
I feel like they had like a very similar talk to this in Matsuri-bayashi.
そいつがさらに3つ4つくっついて師団です。
さらに10倍の兵力が必要だというの？
もちろんそれだけじゃ足りません。歩兵陣地に要請して山ほどの事前砲撃。
Yeah, I remember this. So yeah, let's napalm the fucking mountain, bro. But you need a lot of people, but I think Tokunoji's also kind of like overdoing it a bit. I guess he's talking about like a complete victory, but sometimes you just gotta go understaffed. It's what it is. Like, this is just silly.
冗談じゃないわ。そんな兵力ここにはない
Trying
の。
to fucking napalm Rika, man.
じゃあ、
You're not gonna get her back alive.
山犬で山狩りをしたらどうなるっていう？
まあ、楽じゃないでしょうな。
Otonodi laughed boldly. He said it wouldn't be easy, but he also seemed to be implying that he was the only one capable of doing it. My man. They don't have as much prep time, that's true. It's definitely less advantageous as Matsubayashi was.
トラップだって先行部隊でかなり使い切ったはずだ。しかも落ち着く本陣がないとくれば緊張と移動で疲労が蓄積される一方でしょう。
Battle of endurance.
焦土作戦で
How much traps can they endure and how much, you know, just general repositioning and stuff can the other party endure. Tatano was feeling a little anxious as she listened to Otonodi's assessment. The forward advance team was an excellent squad that served as Tatano's personal guard. And yet they were silenced in no time at all. I don't know how expert they were, man. They were kind of trash during that hostage situation. High tea. Satoko's traps were dangerous, of course, but more than that, she had that conversation with Rika stuck in her ears and it wouldn't go away.
まだなの？三部班からの連絡は？
Nah, they're fucked. They got bopped.
標的の一部を発見。R は視認できない。現在追跡中。
人質にできれば十分よ。
It's a trap.
ウグイス、聞こえるか？近隣の班を応援に回して退路を立て。ウグイス了解。バックアップする。
One of the traps, tripwire, fucking launches a nuke. Classic lod rolling. It's like a horror story.
逃がすなよ。手を追いまくれ。休ませるんじゃねえ。イバリ11、トラップによる攻撃を受けた。イバリ12、13が多分超陣闘だ。あんなの当たりどころが悪かったら死んでるぞ。ヒバリ60、トラップにやられた。
The Skylarks.
ナイフじゃ切断できない。番線カッターを持ってきてくれ。
Chaotic radio transmissions came in one after the other. Obviously, Otonodi had been wrong about the mountain odds being in an advantageous position. Why are you going to a well, man? They're thirsty? Should have drank before the mission.
どうしたウグイステン。応答しろ、ウグイステン。ウグイステンだ。やられた。俺を後ろから突き飛ばしやがった。ウグイス9から11は井戸内。
We're all down here.
くそ。本部よりウグイス。バックアップが奇襲を受けた。
Otonodi needed to be in the front lines, man. Every other mountain dog's literally trash. He can probably do something if he was out there. Yeah, I don't think they have access to a UAV.
無理だ。この山はトラップだらけだぞ。
Trap Mountain, baby. Careful, Huron.
連中ね、か乱してトラップで絡め取ろうってね。白鷺湾、用心しろ。向こうはお前らをトラップ地帯におびき寄せるつもりだ。敵は各個分散し、陽動と奇襲のゲリラ戦術で抵抗してくる気だ。高度だぞ。すでに他班でトラップとアンブッシュで負傷者が多発している。用心しろ。気合い入れてかかれ。白鷺湾。白鷺湾。
Already dead.
白鷺2より本部。白鷺湾がトラップに。誰か班長を吊るしてるロープを切れ。残りは追撃しろ。R を逃がすな。ウグイス
It's a massacre.
襲撃にあった可能性が否定できない。応援を送る許可を。白崎5、隊員3名が上空から降ってきたドラム缶の直撃を受けて混沌した。
Guessing by drums, they mean like barrel drums, not like bongo drums.
なんなんだここは。こんなのがまだまだあるってのか。ひばりさん。
Hey, it's our boy.
やられて倒れてたようだ。あ、今一人発見した。追跡する。
Good luck, bro.
よくもやってくれやがったな。よせ、やめろひばりサティ。お前が一人でカナを相手じゃない。
All in, baby.
お兄さんこちらですわよ。
クソガキが。
The last laugh you'll ever hear.
待ちやがれ。
Skylar 13 chased Satoko with an enraged snarl on his face, but Satoko ran through the woods effortlessly. Small branches scratched his body all over, but he continued to chase Satoko. Satoko ran like the wind. To her, she was simply running in her own backyard. Who would get injured in a place like that? As Skylar 13 ran after her, he passed many mountain dogs who couldn't even move because of Satoko's traps. The more of his trap fellows he saw, the more he wasn't sure if the girl he was after was really a girl. She was just something that looked like one. He reached an area where the logs were stacked up in piles. It seemed like the trees in the area were being chopped down. It was a rather strange scene. On his way there, Skylar 13 saw a member from a different unit hanging upside down on a tree, and he also saw feet sticking out out of a pitfall. There was a member whose foot was tied to the root of a tree with a device that looked like a pair of handcuffs. He reached this area after seeing all of them. He suddenly started sweating all over his body, for Skylar 13 realized that he has been lured into a trap. He had been caught in a snare. She had tricked him. The girl was standing in the middle of an open area, calmly balancing on a stump. She was simply looking at him. Shit, he thought, she's trying to lure me in.
ひばり13だ。一人を広場みたいなところで追い詰めた。捕まえてやる。捕まえてやる。
こちらウグイス7。お前の後ろで吊るされてる男だ。そいつは少女じゃない。少女の姿をした悪魔だ。そいつの後を追えば地獄まで誘い込まれるぞ。
Oh god.
本部よりひばり13。それで十分だ。
Nah, go for it, bro. You got this.
今そこに最寄りの隊員を向かわせている。
どうなさいましたの？私を捕まえたければ、あともう10メートルくらいは歩く必要がございますわよ。
It's only 10 meters. If he walked about 10 meters, he could catch that bratty little girl. How many steps did he have to take to walk 10 meters? If he took 10 steps to walk 10 meters, that meant... Oh, so you're not taking a step a meter. That's kind of cracked. That meant there would be 10 more chances of stepping on the trap. But it was only 10 steps. You could catch after taking just 10 steps.
そう思いなら、まずは最初の一歩を踏み出してみればいいではございませんの。ほらほら。
How was he gonna take his first step? That area with weeds looked suspicious, but the bare ground looked suspicious too. What if he jumped onto a tree stump? No, that was what she wanted him to do. Cold sweat was dripping off Skylar 13's body. He only needed to take 10 steps, so why was he so nervous about taking the first one?
ひばり13。ここから見る限り、切り株の上は安全そうに見える。切り株だ。おせひばり13。さっき根っこで足を縛られてたウグイス。切り株はきっと罠だ。辺りは切り株だらけという。
You guys aren't helping, man.
聞こえるか、ひばり13。物資は危険だ。草むら悪村。むき出しの土もやばい。
Everything is dangerous.
くそったね。どこを踏めばいいんだよ。空を飛んでけってのかよ。
まだいらっしゃいませんの？私退屈ですから、そろそろ失礼しますわよ。
こちら、スマキにされて転がっているウグイス9だ。今、 標的の一人に頭を蹴られている。
Jesus.
そこはトラップフィールドだと言ってるぞ。その待ち構えてる小娘の最高傑作。
This is like, we had a very similar scene in Miotsukushi-hen, I think.
油断するな。
I forgot what the answer is. I think you tried to jump it and then got hit with it. You gotta be kidding me. Did he say magnum opus? What does he mean by magnum opus? Then what about all the other traps? Weren't they her magnum opus? You can only have one magnum opus, man. We mountain dogs are professionals. We're paid to engage in battle, yet this little girl's playing us like fools. Can we not beat her? Can't we beat that brat? This must be a bluff. How is it possible for a trap to exist that's worse than what I've seen so far? That's a bluff. That must be a bluff. I'm definitely going to get her. Should I start with my right foot or my left? The girl suddenly lifted her hand and thrust it at me. Is she trying to tell me to stop?
何事もなく5歩を無事に歩けたらあなたの勝利ということでいいですわよ。
ほほ、それは大した自信じゃねえか。もし俺が5歩何もなく歩けたらどうするつもり？
そうですわね。私の敗北を認めて降参して差し上げてもよろしくってよ。私今日は最高にトラップ能が絶好調ですの。あなたを5歩で絡め取ってご覧に入れますわ。
クソガキ！
落ち着けひばり13。挑発に乗るな。
It's too late. He's already provoked.
そいつは悪魔だ。会見に騙されるな。そいつは人の心を読むぞ。俺たちの叶う相手じゃねえ。
本部よりひばり13、深追いするな。十分だ。近くまでウグイスが応援に来ている。その場で耐えろ。
それじゃ俺の負けってことじゃねえか
Swallow
よ。
your pride, bro.
こうだとこうだとくそ乗ってやるぜ。5歩だな。たったの5歩だな。
男が何度もくどいですわね。愛のささやき以外は本当は一言で十分
Okay,
で
dude.
すわよ。
What do you know about that, Satoko?
このガキゃ！
ひばり13。
He's going in.
読まれるぞ。劇場は思考を読まれるぞ。
落ち着け。クール
If you don't want to read their mind, leave it up to RNG. Roll a dice and just follow the dice's prediction, you know?
ひばりの13番。ミントみたいにクールなのが通りえさ。
Unlucky number 13.
だから熱くならずによく考えろ。そうさ、俺の思考はすでに絡め取られていた。奴に向かって5歩進まなければならないって時点で思考。
ほうほう。それはどういう意味でございますの？
それはな、こういうことさ。ないじゃねえ。
What? Oh, shit. The straps.
決まったぜ俺。
You probably thought of it too, but
こいつはトンチだったんだ。
honestly, the better play would take 5 steps to like the right or left. But I still think that's probably GG even then. But the bat's too obvious, man.
前である必要はねえ。後ろに下がったってそれは5歩なんだ。どうだよこの悪魔め。
だからあなたは5歩でおしまいなんですのよ。
But even that wasn't enough to reach Satoko. The drum barrel. Oh my god, the budget. The animation. Anyways, we're gonna end it here, guys. Thanks for watching. Next time we'll continue the Trap Mountain Slaughter arc. Very fun. See you guys next time. Bye.